where did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong? You see? When I say things are going to implode, it was only a matter of time. We pointed out all of this stuff for you, and this is a learning exercise, people. Learn from this. This is what you need to do. Men, you're learning what a weak man looks like. That money cannot change who you are. If you're a weak man, money ain't gonna change that. The money won't make you strong. You can always be broken. This dude got millions of dollars and is one of the weakest human beings on the planet. He portrayed like he's a tough guy, but he is weak, very weak, to the point he's letting women and feelings get in the way of him being a man, ladies and gentlemen. Now, like I told you, we get to the full gist of this on the Patreon, and it'll blow your mind how crazy all this is. So it's already up on the Patreon, and mouths are open already. Like, what? Hey, like I told you, so a lot of people don't like them guys. Didn't take a lot of work or any work on my part. So a lot of people don't like them dudes. Now, a lot of people want to know what's really going on here. And thanks and shout out to all you guys who did the research, who came up with this, and definitely has been following this all the way around the board. Now, Matty Patty, decided that it was going to be in his best interest if he was to reconcile with his baby moms to start the new year, 2021. But when you the same weak individual, you're going to be in this situation that you're already in. Prior to the first breakup, which was over her children and his children, he has one kid with her. She has 3 children from a previous marriage to an NFL player. His disrespect of her children and separating his kids from her kids, because he has 2 twin boys from his marriage with Gloria Gavon. Now, keeping those kids separated from her kids is like, what is the purpose and point of that? I just don't understand it. They're children. Like, they're not even trouble or nothing. These are like young kids. You're setting a very bad example for your children to allow that to happen. How are you going to have a family or play blended family? How are you going to do that if you're not going to do what's right? If you can't love her children, you ain't going to end up loving the woman. So he played this role like he was so in love with Anansa. Only when his ex-wife was getting married to Derek Fisher. When she was engaged to Derek, here he comes with all this love and affection for Anansa all of a sudden. And he's ready to do the right thing and be a family man. Because he want to try to save face, because everybody's going to rub his face in the mud about this Gloria and Derek situation. Matt always seemed to separate his son away from Anansa and her model mother, Beverly Johnson. And apparently, what's his name? Patterson, the former football player who she had the 3 kids with, the daughter and the 2 sons. Medical reports allegedly have the 3 children as suffering from at least part autism. So Matt was concerned for his son and wanted to make sure that, his son didn't end up like her other 3 children who he's alleging has autism, or they have some traits of autism. So he wants to make sure his son is clear, which his son has been cleared. He's not showing any signs of autism. But is making Matt reluctant to have more children, as he's always wanted to have a daughter, a little girl. And according to Anansa, they have made plans and talks into having a daughter and all this stuff. Now, this is where it gets crazy. Matt threw a party for his twin sons and didn't even invite Anansa and her other kids to the party. This became a blatant thing that he continuously does. She pointed out on social media that he made them get out of the pool, her and her children, so that him and his sons could go swimming. He continuously excludes her children and only cares for his little son and his other 2 sons, but not her children. It is completely I mean, that's an unbelievable situation. It's never going to work. Because what do you want her to do? Love you more than her own children? So they broke up again in 2 months after claiming that they were stronger than ever. Now, why did that even happen, ladies and gentlemen? It's because Matt was using this situation only to get at Gloria. He was jealous. Plus, he was trying to build a reality show. Matt Barnes breaks up with his girlfriend, Anansa, and as soon as he breaks up with her, gets a TV show on Showtime called The Education of Matt Barnes, which basically details all of his sloppy and messy relationships and the reason why he keeps doing all of these reality show tactics. Because that's what he wants. He wants this drama. He thinks this is cool to have his baby mother fight with his ex-wife or get on each other's nerves. This is where Matt Barnes' mind is at, ladies and gentlemen. Why come a woman, when they break up, they start going running to God? All of a sudden, they ain't stepped in the church a day in their life, ain't read the Bible or nothing. You were just wearing a thong, getting bust down. But as soon as you go through a breakup, here comes God's word of the truth. Somebody needed to hear this. When people can walk away from you, let them walk. Your destiny is not tied to the person who left. Let them go. You got to know when the people's part in your story is over. So don't keep trying to raise the dead. Accept it as the will of God and keep going. I believe whatever God wants me to have, He'll give it to me. Let them go. If this resonates with you, shout amen. You mean your money walked out the door. Your meal ticket said it's over. And you tired of keep running back to this dude because of his money. Because he's only using you for the show. Now, he don't need you from the show. He already got his messiness from you. Gloria got married. Now all of that's died down. He don't need you no more. Until now. Now that all this thing kicked off, he's letting you and his and she'd already told her, like, don't post my children. They think it's weird. We have nothing to do with you. She's always posting about their children and staying in contact with Gloria's twin boys. And she's playing this, I want all this to be a family, all united. But it's bullshit. And you know it, Matt. Anansa is a money hungry, just like her mama. They greedy. They models. This is what they do. Now, here's the situation, in case you don't know. Anansa lies a lot. She lies. She's been 3 different things all at one time. She's a realtor. She's a damn bank manager. She's got an MBA. She was handling Bob Marley's accounts for her father. She was a plus size model that you didn't see in anything. But this is what her mom did for a living. Trap a man who got money. That's their lifestyle. So now she has nothing to fall back on. Her mom is worth more than her, still to this day. But Gloria's not playing with her mentioning the kids, because Gloria's not stupid. She knows what this is. You're mentioning the children because her 2 twin boys, and you're being close to them because you know the NBA is going to be having a future for them. And if those kids like you or is connected to you in any kind of way and keep pushing their brother in there, they'll take care of him. And take care of your other 2 kids. If they're friends, we need to all be brothers and sisters so they can feel beholden to them when they get older. They be like, look, they ain't my brothers and sisters. But see, they're trying to push those kids on the trajectory to the NBA. That's Matt's dream, to have both of his boys in the league. Like the Lopez twins. Then Matt get to eat off his kids. But when you're a sucker who put her name on behind your ear above your children prints that you got put on you, you put her name on you. A woman that you have no intentions of marrying. But you want to put her name on your body to show that you there for real. Only because your ex-wife was getting married and you was acting out. Boy, you so weak. I've never seen a man really act like this with this kind of money. So this is a prime example of how money don't matter. It just don't. It's not the end all be all. And you looking right at it. All Matt Barnes knows is how to be a simp. That's all he knows. And to be a whiny little brat about things. And I love for people to say, man, why are you all in these people's business? These people's business, these people put their personal business into the public. So it's public business. They made it all public. Here's Matt Barnes talking with a fan. Don't be mad because your life ain't it. We all got the same 24. Talking about Anansa, she's not even on child support, you clown. So what are we really talking about? Then Anansa said she was living in this big 5-bedroom house and got this IKEA bed set for her kids. Lies. All lies. So Anansa says she's going back to school to get her real estate license. But she wants to take pictures like, oh, I'm studying. Look at me. I got a book and my boobs out. And take this modeling pictures with a pencil in my hand. This is my study life. I'm finna be the better version of myself. And she's posting all of this stuff, the Real Estate Academy. Look at this. All this books, everything's just overload. Overload. Right? Look at that. Look at this. Overload. Nothing but posts of the books. And she got her boobs out in the books and saying she studied for her real estate license. She claims she owned property before and she sold all these properties. It's funny. But this is her to-do list. But she's a businesswoman. She's saying this is what she has to do. Clean out drawers and everything. But she's a businesswoman. She's full of lies. But she says she owned all these properties, so let's do the work. When she get called out for being a money-grubbing woman on social media, she says, I'm a full-time mother of 4. I use my master's in business administration to run my father's estate, which includes 50% of Bob Marley's publishing. I'm a part-time fashion model signed with Willaloma Models, one of the top modeling agencies in the United States. At the height of my modeling career, was seen in magazines like Essence, Glamour, and had campaigns for Ashley Stewart, JCPenney, Walmart, Kohl's, just to name a few. But my greatest joy comes from being a mom. What is it that you do? So she was taking shots back at the people calling her out. So then she comes in and says, I purchased my first property at just 23 years old and went on to own 5 more. I was a realtor in Georgia years ago, and now I'm pursuing a long-time dream of getting my real estate license in Cali. Super excited. See, Matt's cut her off, and all she's getting is little money that he's giving for the kid. As Matt already told you, she's not getting child support, so it is what it is. So now, this is where we've landed. But let's do the work. So Anansa went and posted she's a realtor, and now she's got her new page, which is called Real Estate by Anansa. In case you want to go and follow this woman and trust her with your money. But before you do, let's do the work. This is her information in Georgia, where she claims she had a certificate to be into real estate. So here we go. She owned only one piece of property that went into foreclosure back in 2011. Taylor and Whitaker was the people who handled it back in 2011 that she was just bragging on. Loan information, everything, case number. Oh, Maddie, you dumb bastard. So anyway, don't forget to follow at Kwame Brown Bus Life. He has a new page too. I believe it's called Bus Life Sports. I don't have the exact name of it yet, but I believe he just started that a couple of days ago. So we're gonna check on that, and I gotta definitely send him some information too about this page because I've been so busy in the past 2-3 days. I'm like going off 4 hours, 3 hours sleep. So I'm missing so much I gotta go back and get caught up on. But look at this dude, so in love. Did you know that your so-called rib, the woman that you tatted on the back of your ear, fool, did you know that she was married to Eddie Winslow before? Legally married to him. Did you know that? Did she tell you that about her past? She never mentions it though, do she? And it's true, buddy. We got the records. You go on the Patreon, we get way more deeper into all this stuff. This is the Clark County's clerk office. That's Darius. See, party 1. Anansa Sims, 5/16/1999. That's a document number for the wedding certificate. Got married. Yep, Clark County. Got married to Eddie Winslow. And your mom got real upset that you got married to him at a young age. And she had the wedding annulled. So, what you need to do is subscribe to the page. Hit the Cash App up. Carcino's the name on the Cash App. Shout outs to Self Talk. Making sure we keeping up with Self Talk out there. I don't know what he's been on lately. I haven't really seen him do too much. I heard they were screwing with his page again, like they doing all of us. You know, we got to support the real. Like, welcome to HD 2 Eyes TV. We got to get him to 1,000 subs so he can get out of this red tape 3-strike system they got YouTube in. So much red tape everywhere, ain't it? Now, what did you learn today? You might say, well, why is this personal information? Who cares about all this, right? Normally, I didn't care. Other people did this research. I did slight research. Like I said, they have people out there, man. We know a bunch of people that know you. And they don't like you. They don't like you. You've done something. I don't know what you did. But I'm going to tell you like this. They are very, very vested in making sure you get exposed. I'm just going to tell you. And once they find somebody who has felt the same way, it was almost like, oh, you don't know the half. Here's some more. Boom, and this. Boom, and that. Boom. I'm like, woo. Woo. They dropping Teflon bombs out here. Every time I turn around, here's another one. Now, what did you learn from this? Well, you learned a few things. We learned what a man isn't supposed to do. When people use the term real man, what they mean is actually a man. Because being real is supposed to come along with the territory. So they mean just be a man. But when you're not being a man, because you don't know how to be, you put all this stuff in the public's eye. All of this stuff you did in the public. Because stardom and fame, everybody wants to be famous. Everybody want to be known. They want to be seen. It's so damn important. I just got to be famous. I just want to be a star. Make me a star. Everybody want to be a star. Baby wanna be a star. Oh, Jack, you next. I didn't hear about Jack's new show on Showtime. I heard about Matt's new show on Showtime. Where you at, Jack? You gonna make special guest appearances? He gonna let you in the house on a couple of episodes? Hey, man, thanks for letting me on the show, man. Think Showtime gonna let me get one? I be's real goods. Like I told you, some people just don't know how to be a man. He probably don't even know what I mean by that. Being a man don't mean doing everything the woman tell you to do. Being a man means being a provider, being someone's. Hold on, let me get my stuff that I need out of here. Being someone's rock and protector. But you're an educator also. A man of wisdom and guidance, strength, faith and fortitude. All of these qualities is what makes up a man. These are qualities that are provided